Mark, thank you. Today marks 6 months since Russia invaded Ukraine, and the war continues, destroying key cities and claiming innocent lives along the way. But some have been able to escape the country, making a new life for their families here in America. Kelly Grossfield tells us how one Northeast Tennessee congregation has played a big role in that.
Could you imagine your life changing in an instant? Everything you've ever known, the job you had, the house you lived in, the city you loved, gone. Well, that's what millions of Ukrainians are going through right now. And 4 families were fortunate enough to come here to Northeast Tennessee and told me about their journey since coming to America.
We left Ukraine on 24th of February, the night when first bombs came.
Christina Potapenko vividly remembers the night bombs hit her home city of Kharkiv.
And I woke up immediately, and I woke up my husband and kids, and we just took our family, got into the car, taking nothing, absolutely nothing.
Packing up her family, leaving everything she ever knew behind, and she wasn't alone. It's the same story for thousands of Ukrainians, just like Victoria and Sergei Schumacher. Through the help of a translator, the couple shared their story, how they too packed up their 2 kids with one backpack full of belongings between the 4 of them, and Victoria, pregnant, while they fled the country. He said it was a difficult trek, a worrisome one, but their journey out of the country led them to a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, sanctuary in America, provided by an East Tennessee pastor and his congregation.
We have a long-term contact in Ukraine, a gentleman who was in the city of Kharkiv, and that's where all of our families are from. And he fled when the war started, as did all of these families. And since he came to the United States, the contact that we had, he then began to introduce us to families who had needs.
4 families, all arriving in July, are now settling into their new normal. But it's not a cut and dry process.
You do have to file with U.S. Immigration, get approval. There is a special program for Ukrainians, and they get a 2-year visa. And then, of course, we brought them here. We've got host homes for them.
Right now, the issue is finding long-term housing, but that's a worry for another day as they focus on what's in front of them, each other.
Your home, it's not a place. It's not a house. It's not a flat. Your home is your family.
Tatiana and Konstantin Hatsenko, with tear-filled eyes, say they don't know if there will be anything to return to in Kharkiv. But they and their 4 kids are alive, and that's what matters. Pastor Russell says it's important people don't forget that this war is still happening.
The war is still very intense. The city they're from, Kharkiv, has been under attack since the very beginning of the war and continues to be under attack.
Pastor Russell tells me his mission is far from over. They're working on getting a 5th family over to the U.S. right now, and it doesn't end there. Host families coming available every single day. He's just happy to help. In Blountville, Kelly Grossfield, News Channel 11.